From 13 ABC, Conklin and Company, with 13 ABC Action News anchor Lee Conklin. First, with what's happening behind the headlines. And Take 3, our panel of political analysts.
Morning, everybody. Welcome into another edition of Conklin and Company. Today on the program, the run for the White House and the battle for Ohio. Mitt Romney officially secures the delegates needed to lock up the GOP presidential nomination, taking direct aim at the president now. So how is the Obama campaign responding? We're going to hear from the president's campaign press secretary. Also, battle for Senate here in Ohio. And Toledo, now a casino town. All that in Take 3. And John Edwards off the hook, acquitted on one count, mistrial on 5 others, all related to charges he took campaign money to hide his then pregnant mistress during the 2008 presidential campaign. Our legal analyst, Dan Steinbach from the UT College of Law, drops in studio this morning, drops by. So much to get to, but first, jobs, summer jobs. Lucas County's effort to keep young people working. Joined by Lucas County Commissioner Tina Skeldon-Wozniak. Good to see you again.
Good to be here.
You know, a lot of kids coming back from college,
right?
High school kids, 16, 17 years old, juniors, seniors, summertime.
You're right.
Know, it's a great time, but you don't want the kid just hanging around the house. And you got a boost a little while ago, a couple of weeks ago. Tell us about that.
We did. We received some dollars from the federal government to put a lot of young people to work. We hope that at least about 650 young persons will be working with the money that came in from the federal government. And that's good, but there's a lot of young people that need jobs. Yep. So we worked and collaborated with Rosalinda from the Youth Commission at the City of Toledo, and they worked on the private side to have the private sector jobs also. So we'll do our darndest to make sure that, several hundreds of young people have jobs.
And what kind of jobs, Tina, we're talking about?
The good news is these are jobs for about 8 weeks, and they can earn up to about $1,600 for that period, which is terrific. Mm-hmm. And some of the private sector locations are, the Andersons, who have always been terrific with the program, and then the nonprofit side, such as the Boys and Girls Club, the YMCA, city and the county. We hope to have a young person at our front desk.
Basic needs, maintenance, cutting grass, cleaning,
you betcha.
Jobs of that nature, clerical stuff.
A great diversity, working with young people, doing the maintenance kinds of works, doing some office work, and they're going to get a great opportunity to learn those lifelong skills of how to behave in an office, mm-hmm. how to interview for jobs, how to dress for employment, all those kinds of things. And so we look at it as a summer program, but it's more than that. It's really teaching the lifelong skills.
So, is the source involved in this, in getting these kids hired? It's a lot of kids.
It is a lot of kids. But the interesting thing is, a lot of the youth jobs that we always counted on, some adults still have been taking some of those jobs because of the recession that we've been in, that they still work at some of those jobs for second jobs. So our young people are still feeling the effects of a recessionary period. So we want to get more opportunities for young people, but we're certainly making some progress.
And you have college grads just graduated. You have a whole new class from BG, UT, Lourdes. Who have degrees, but there are not thousands of jobs out there. So
what we love is that people are getting education in some fashion. We have a college coach program too, all during the year. We actually have we're encouraging people to get more training, get more education. Even the Jeep jobs that are coming our way, you have to have math and science and English skills just to apply for those jobs on the internet. So we want to keep people motivated for learning, motivated for training. And in order to get jobs, you have to continue to find what are the businesses needing for the training opportunities and for their businesses to grow. So the source helps people find jobs, but it also helps people get the training that they need so that when a job is available, they will get that opportunity.
You know how to go get it, right?
Right.
Let me ask you about the money, though, because it came late.
It did.
It came in April, mid-April, and so has that put you behind the 8 ball in getting the process going?
We're used to figuring out how to work really quickly, and so the staff at the source has done a terrific job. But that is also why the private sector jobs are so critical, and why a couple of the job fairs that the city did were really helpful, because you need to know, you never know how much money you're going to get from the federal government, and I'm upset with that. They need to find a way to continually make sure that we know what kind of dollars we can work with so that we can have a stable program. At the same time, the private sector came through and created some amount of summer jobs that really made a difference for us to get the ball rolling. And we knew that there'd be some program, but having dollars late, you always want to know in advance.
Well, and at this point, 650 jobs, are most of them filled? And if they're not, what can folks do if they want to get somebody they know who needs work? What can they do?
When I talked about the recession for young people, more than 1,200 young people applied for the 650 jobs. And then about 1,000 persons went to the youth job fairs that were held. So we know that there's young people trying very, very hard. And even if they're not getting a job that pays a few dollars for them, even if they're doing volunteer work, if they're doing an internship program, anything you can do to continue to build your skills so that you can have the jobs that are available down the road here with the changing world that we're in and the changing needs of the employer, then do that. Do something.
Get your face out there. Get your name out there. Make a connection.
You betcha.
Right?
The good news is the source had 22 companies have put job orders in for adult workers. That's another nice sign with the economy making some shifts that 22 employers came in to place job orders for adults. So some good news that that we're seeing some positive uptick in the economy. We're seeing more car sales. We're seeing the casino jobs. We're seeing the jobs.
Not as quickly as anybody wants to see it, but progress we'll take what we can get at this point. Know you're up for re-election, so we'll talk to you down the road about the road ahead for you and your opponents as we look forward to November. We thank you very much for coming in.
Thank you so much.
Lucas County Summer Jobs Program. Tina Skeldon-Wozniak, Lucas County Commissioner. We'll come back in just a minute, talk about John Edwards, who is off the hook for now. Back in a minute.